This is News 3 Now at 6.
60 extra days. It's not a permanent fix, but some extra time to help solve a looming crisis.
The state expects the federal moratorium on evictions to extend to March 31st. It was set to end on Sunday, but if you qualify for it, there's a lot you should know. Gabriela Becerra explains.
Well, vaccinations protect against the pandemic's physical ailments, but state and local leaders say there's a real need to extend some protection against its financial hardships. And that starts with keeping a roof over people's heads.
Making sure that people have financial security while we're still in this emergency situation is critical. But it's also important for fighting the pandemic.
A critical protection, keeping people in their homes, that Josh Call recognizes we need to maintain. But it's also one the state recognizes many people don't fully understand.
What folks need to know about this particular relief is that it is not automatic.
The state's Consumer Protection Agency says federal deals and signs from the CDC indicate the eviction moratorium will extend through March. Tenants at risk of being evicted need to go online and sign this declaration.
It's not terribly complicated, but it's specific and there's specific requirements.
It's under the penalty of perjury, and a copy needs to go to the landlord. Signing this piece of paper doesn't mean a tenant can stop paying rent. It just means they can't be kicked out for it yet. Also important to note, the moratorium doesn't stop all evictions. There is some fear that the moratorium might be more of a band-aid than a cure.
Eviction moratoriums are a positive step and necessary right now, but they don't pay the rent.
Instead, Dane County Executive Joe Parisi says all levels of government need to put their money where their mouth is. About $16 million in federal aid should arrive in Dane County soon, but it's just a fraction of the need.
One day the eviction moratoriums will come to an end. So we're doing everything we can to get that back rent paid and to get people connected with the help that they need.
There are many rent assistance resources right here in Dane County, including the Tenant Resource Center right behind me. But we'll have a full list of those resources on channel3000.com.
Thank you, Gabby. Today, the Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development released the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics estimates for December 2020. Preliminary data shows unemployment rates increased in all of Wisconsin's 12 metro areas over the month and over the year. Unemployment rates increased in all 72 counties, also over the month and over the year.
The weather now, it's going to be very cold tonight. Let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, Eric, so far this winter, the coldest temperature has been 0 here in Madison, and we'll probably go below 0 for tonight. With clear skies and light winds, those temperatures should fall pretty rapidly. But the nice thing is there's not much of a breeze, and while there's lake effect snow on the other side of Lake Michigan, where there is a breeze over the lake, our winds are really quiet, and so there's no flurries or anything around here. Now, we do have alert days in the forecast from Saturday afternoon into Saturday night and Sunday morning for the potential for accumulating snow. About 2 to 4 inches Saturday night, maybe another inch or two on Sunday before it tapers to flurries. Temperatures right now are in the teens. For the most part, already down to 9 degrees in Juneau, but for the most part, middle teens, and those temperatures will continue to drop. Wind chills are not much of a factor, again, with very little breeze. Look for a low temperature in Madison of around 2 below 0. Tomorrow should be sunny and cold with a high temperature of 18. We won't be as cold for Friday, and then we'll look at that weekend snow chance and another one for next week. I'll have more details and weather in a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. Janesville police are investigating after finding the body of a missing 25-year-old woman. They were called to Woodman Road yesterday afternoon. Investigators confirmed the body was the missing woman, but at this point have not found any signs of foul play. The name of the victim has not been released as that investigation is ongoing. A federal judge sentenced 29-year-old Devonia Johnson to 2 years of probation for extortion. Johnson pleaded guilty to the charge in November. Back in June, during protests and civil unrest in downtown Madison, Johnson threatened to break windows at one restaurant and have a group of people burn down another restaurant unless the owners paid him or gave him food. The judge noted that the victim supported the probation sentence.
New at 6, a man accused of assaulting a police officer during protest in Kenosha over the shooting of Jacob Blake has been indicted on 2 federal counts. 27-year-old Ashton Howard is charged with obstructing a law enforcement officer during a civil disorder and unlawful transport of firearms as a convicted felon. He faces a maximum penalty of 15 years in prison on the 2 charges. Prosecutors say he threw a heavy object at a Kenosha police officer, knocking him unconscious. Meanwhile, 2 of the police officers who were at the scene of the shooting of Jacob Blake are back on duty. Vincent Arenas and Brittany Moronic were placed on administrative leave. Officer Rustin Sheshki, who shot Blake multiple times, leaving him partially paralyzed, was cleared of any wrongdoing. However, he remains on administrative leave pending an internal review of his use of deadly force.
UW-Madison is pushing back the date. They'll be blocking people from entering campus buildings if they don't have a recent enough negative COVID test on file. Building access will be restricted starting Monday, February 8th. That's a week later than originally planned. This is part of a new second semester plan. Undergrad students who live downtown are required to get a COVID test twice a week. This week, the university also changed testing sites to drop-in only in an effort to reduce wait times. They're also working to increase lab staffing with a goal of returning results within 24 hours. Wisconsin would become one of only 10 states without a statewide mask mandate if the assembly votes to overturn the governor's order. That vote to repeal the mask order is planned for tomorrow. More than 24 public health organizations as well as state and local health officials have urged the Republican-controlled legislature to reconsider. This comes as total deaths due to COVID are nearing 6,000 in the state. Today, the DHS officials say new COVID cases are trending down, while new COVID deaths continue to be higher than the 7-day average. But the state is dramatically increasing the number of people getting vaccinated. Yesterday, almost 22,000 people got a shot.
There were some teachers in southern Wisconsin expecting to get vaccines today. Some did. Others didn't, but none was supposed to.
You might recall teachers will be eligible in early March, and the state is demanding that Mercy Health in Janesville stop vaccinating teachers for a month. Adam Duxter is live with how this news broke. Adam?
Yeah, I'm told they're just about halfway through vaccinating staff from School District of Milton today when Mercy Health decided to stop that process. And today, leaders from every level of health officials in the state of Wisconsin say Mercy Health actually bypassed agreed-upon rules to do so. When Mercy Health started vaccinating the first teachers in Wisconsin last week, the provider said it was a partnership not just with the school district, but public health officials in the area. Tonight, those with Rock County Public Health say they were never advised or even made aware this was going to happen. The feeling was mutual from Governor Evers when he found out it was happening from news media just a few weeks ago.
It would have been helpful if there had been some communication around that issue.
So the vaccines happened and continued into Monday. Officials at Mercy Health say they never wanted to break the rules.
We partner with them. We understand where they're coming from with the plans. We certainly want to be respectful of that.
But today, while they were giving vaccines to teachers from the School District of Milton, Mercy Health stopped roughly halfway through, saying it's time to get back on track with the rest of Wisconsin.
We shared our plans with DHS. They said to continue to offer the vaccine at our scheduled clinics and then to pause after that.
But the entire time, both Rock County Public Health and DHS say Mercy Health was giving these vaccines without approval. Tonight, it's unclear whether the shots were left over or if Mercy Health requested them from the state, not disclosing who they would be for. Other vaccinators in our area say they found themselves with just handfuls left over each day, not enough to vaccinate an entire school district.
We all want to make use of the capacity that we have, but we also all want to be knowledgeable that we're not the only game in town.
Tonight, Mercy Health says they're back on the same page as the rest of the state and will do their best not to jump the line again. But when I spoke with a representative from Rock County Public Health earlier today, they say they've still yet to have any sort of correspondence with Mercy Health, and that's despite a newly formed advisory committee for the vaccine in Rock County, which both agencies are actually a part of.
Adam Duxter reporting tonight. Adam, thank you.
Coming up next at 6, America's Youth Poet Laureate will be in the spotlight once again. We'll tell you when. And Hollywood mourns the loss of actress and comedian Cloris Leachman. Stay with us.
Right now, join Planet Fitness Fitness for no enrollment. $10 a month, no commitment. 2020 is over. Make your move today with tons of variety in our clean and spacious clubs. And spread out while you work out with cardio distancing and our new crowd meter. Plus, use our app to get moving anywhere. Your fitness is essential. Join for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. Hurry, this deal ends January 27th.
5 Madison area locations. Sign up for $10 a month. Stop in today.
Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game, so you better bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2021 Highlander Hybrid. Visit Toyota.com to learn more. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
The modern farmhouse look is here to stay, and we have it for less at Slumberland Furniture. Start out with neutrals. Use a beige or light gray sofa as your base to build on. Next, mix and match metals and wood. Try adding contrast by using light with dark. Finally, add home-style pillows and unique farmhouse accessories. Play around and have fun. Get your current look for less at Slumberland Furniture.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
A Hollywood legend has passed away, actress and comedian Cloris Leachman. She made audiences laugh for 7 decades, winning 8 Primetime Emmys, but her first big award was an Oscar for making audiences cry. Her 1971 portrayal of a lonely housewife in a relationship with a teenage neighbor in The Last Picture Show earned her the Best Supporting Actress award.
You not even being here. I haven't done anything wrong.
I'm having an amazing life, and it isn't over yet.
In the years that followed, she won 2 Emmys for her performance as the snobbish landlady Phyllis Lindstrom in the CBS sitcom The Mary Tyler Moore Show. She later starred in the spin-off Phyllis and The Facts of Life, and appeared in 3 Mel Brooks films, including Young Frankenstein. Cloris Leachman was 94 years old. Amanda Gorman, the nation's first ever youth poet laureate, who gained national acclaim at President Biden's inauguration, will recite an original poem before Super Bowl 55. Her poem will highlight 3 individuals the NFL will honor as honorary captains: a nurse manager, educator, and veteran. The league's commissioner says they are being honored for their community leadership during the pandemic.
National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museum in Milwaukee is unveiling a Bernie Sanders bobblehead honoring his memorable appearance at the inauguration recently. The image became a viral meme with people photoshopping him into all kinds of iconic photos. The bobblehead is available for pre-order through the museum's online store. They cost $25 plus $8 shipping per order. They are expected to ship sometime in May. New at 6, DoorDash is giving $150,000 in grants to local Madison restaurants. This is part of the food delivery service's $200 million Main Street Strong pledge, aiming to help restaurants through the pandemic. Restaurants can apply for a $5,000 grant. You can find a link to the application available through February 17th by searching DoorDash at our website, channel3000.com. Still ahead at 6, medical experts at UW Health reflect on the 1-year milestone of their first patient experiencing COVID-19 symptoms. We'll hear what they've learned throughout the pandemic. And if you need to go out tonight, bundle up. Temperatures will be just below 0. Gary will have your first warn forecast coming up.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Hurry
to get $7,250 in total savings on a built Ford Tough F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Warm up and save big during Steinhaffel's winter sale. Save 35% store-wide, and with Steinhaffel's 60-month special financing, your new room has never been more affordable. Get great deals like a Beauty Rest Queen mattress starting at $399. This sofa now only $499. A queen bed $799. Or this dining set just $949. Steinhaffel's has the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses for every style and budget. So warm up and save at Steinhaffel's winter sale.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Love lower than low prices? Then get more ways to save at Pick and Save, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. All for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
Incomparable design makes it beautiful. State-of-the-art technology makes it brilliant. The Lexus NX with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert, and Amazon Alexa compatibility. Standard. Experience the crossover in its most visionary form.
Lease the 2021 NX300 all-wheel drive for $359 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
The Madison Police Department working in partnership with ProMega Corporation today to start vaccinating officers and other support personnel. Some 500 people will be getting their first doses today and also tomorrow. Part of the Phase 1B to get first responders like police and firefighters their vaccines. Madison Police Chief Vic Wall says it's extremely important for officers to be protected since things like social distancing aren't always possible when they're out responding to calls.
Like I said, we had 40-plus officers contract COVID over the last year. You know, the sheriff's office had a deputy lose his life as a result of COVID. So it's serious, and this is something that is a great opportunity for us to keep our people safe and serve the public better.
Dane County Deputy Rick Treadwell passed away of COVID last summer. Chief Wall says 80 to 90% of Madison police staff will be vaccinated, with a few others able to be vaccinated through their health care providers.
Saturday will mark the one-year anniversary of UW Health's emergency department caring for its first patient showing symptoms of COVID-19. When UW Health saw its first COVID case, there were only 4,500 cases worldwide. Now there are more than 100 million. Today, a panel of experts reflected on their misconceptions at the start of the pandemic, including how it took time to figure out that COVID-19 could spread through people who showed no symptoms.
I had no idea at the time that asymptomatic spread would go on to be responsible for so much, 40 to 50% of transmission that occurs in communities, really underlying the importance of widespread mask use.
Experts also reflected on how far we've come. It took only 9.5 months to get 2 vaccines approved in the U.S., the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines, which both have a remarkable efficacy rate of 95%. And here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with a look at our firstborn forecast.
Well, with clear skies and light winds, temperatures will nosedive tonight. Last night, they were below zero, in the teens below zero across northern Minnesota, single digits below zero, even as far south as parts of Wisconsin, down into the southern part of the state. You can see Lone Rock and Boscobel actually were a little bit below zero. Most of southern Wisconsin stayed above zero last night. But with that thick snow cover on the ground from the last storm, I think those temperatures will be a little bit colder for tonight. The winds will be lighter, so wind chills won't be as much of a factor. Not looking at any snow across Wisconsin right now. On Doppler track, all the snow is downwind from Lake Michigan, as you'd expect this time of year. The lake effect snow is kicking in. 3 things to know: that cold weather for tonight and tomorrow. High temperatures tomorrow in in the upper teens. Then we look for some accumulating snow on Saturday, late Saturday afternoon to Saturday night and Sunday morning before it tapers to flurries. And then another storm system, perhaps in the Thursday, Friday time frame of next week, that brings the potential for some accumulating snow. First, the weekend storm system, Future Track, showing about a 2 to 5 inch snowfall through southern Wisconsin. The heavier amounts more likely down toward the Illinois state line, lighter amounts up toward the Dells. Again, these numbers could fluctuate a little bit, but they've been fairly stable for about the last couple of computer model runs. So assuming nothing big changes, we're looking at a moderate snowfall that will affect travel. So we do have alert days in the forecast from late Saturday afternoon through Saturday night. Most of the accumulating snow will be through Saturday night with maybe another 1 to 2 inches of snow Sunday morning before that tapers to flurries. Then the storm system later on next week. Now that's still more than a week out, but it brings the potential for a much more significant snowfall. The European computer model, that showing the potential for a major storm from southern portions of South Dakota through much of Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin with lighter snow here. We actually may see a mix of rain and snow for a time on Thursday before it changes over to light snow Thursday night and Friday. The GFS computer model from the U.S. government showing the heavier snow potential almost right over us. Now again, these computer models will be subject to change. The screaming message here is that there will be a big winter storm. The placement, though, that still needs to be determined. So something to keep an eye on as you head toward the latter part of next week. Right now, the upper level winds are from the west, so we're not getting a big push of cold air out of Canada. So just kind of a glancing blow. The storm system for the weekend bringing heavy rains and mountain snows, several feet of snow in the Sierra Nevada mountains with winds of up to 100 miles an hour there, creating blizzard conditions. But as that storm system moves in, it'll be a little bit lighter for us with several inches of snow Saturday night and Sunday. Weather track right now across Wisconsin. The skies have cleared out. Temperatures, for the most part, are in the single digits and teens and will probably drop below zero in most areas. So for tomorrow, look for mostly sunny skies, a cold day, high temperature at 18. The 7 to 10 day forecast, 25 on Friday with partly sunny skies. Then the snow from late Saturday afternoon through Saturday night into Sunday morning before it tapers to flurries. A few quiet days, including Groundhog Day, and then we see the next chance for snow toward the end of next week.
And coming up in sports, on paper, it feels like sort of a trap game for the Badgers, but why Tony Granato isn't letting his squad look past the last place Spartans. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Have a nice day.
I'm going to. And you've dealt with that, right?
Still hard to find a spot, just easier to park. Still the big move, just more moving. Still singing, just more in tune. Still the gang's all here, just less are we there yet. The Chevy family of SUVs, making life's journey just better.
Get over $3,700 cash allowance on most 2021 Equinox models. Plus, current Chevy owners with an eligible GM credit card get an additional $1,750 total allowance. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
So I can get the latest phones free with no hidden requirements?
Yep. And do I have to get the most expensive plan?
Nope. No plan restrictions.
Okay, but we have to trade in our phones.
Right?
Right?
Nope. Keep your phones.
Did you say free phone?
Yep. The latest phone's free for you.
Okay,
Switch to US Cellular and get the latest 5G phones free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the classic Italian for just $11. Papa Murphy's.
Happy Reuben wants to wish you a Happy New Year. This January, Rubens has received new and exciting furniture from all over the world. Stop in for a look at our new marble table or sink into a soft Danish-designed leather sofa. Rubens stores have hundreds of items for immediate delivery. Why wait? It's time to brighten up your home. Days are getting longer, and spring will be here in a few short months. Come visit us at our downtown or west side store today. All of us at Rubens wish you a happy and healthy new year.
Like I said,
This is a dipstick.
Dipstick.
Hey folks, Thursday morning we'll preview a big vote at the Capitol on the statewide mask mandate.
And the disproportionate effect the pandemic is having on women. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
Last season, Wisconsin never lost to the same team twice in Big Ten play. After falling to Minnesota, Purdue, Michigan State, and Rutgers in their first meeting, the Badgers came back and won the second game later in the season. Tonight, they're hoping that second game success carries over to this season, starting with Maryland.
Your team has more experience. You play with each other longer. You've been through the ups and downs, become tighter as a unit. So as the season goes, that's what we're trying to do too, because we know we're going to be a tough out, and we want to bring the fight to those other teams as we get the chance to play them twice. And whenever you lose to them the first time, having the second time is a huge blessing that we look forward to playing.
For the second time this offseason, Paul Chryst has a spot to fill on his coaching staff. Pro Football Focus is reporting that Wisconsin's quarterbacks coach, John Budmeyer, is heading to Colorado State to be the new offensive coordinator for the Rams. Budmeyer spent the last 6 seasons in Madison, with the last 3 as UW's quarterbacks coach, and he helped bring in Graham Mertz, the highest-rated QB recruit in program history, and 4-star quarterback Deacon Hill. The Badger men's hockey team enters the weekend in 3rd place in the Big Ten standings and just 1 point behind Michigan, who's in 2nd. Their opponent for Friday and Saturday is last place Michigan State. And with another series with Minnesota looming, this kind of feels like a trap game with the Spartans because they need to get this series to get back on track. And that's something Tony Granato is not going to let happen.
Season's short. You look for opportunities and challenges on your schedule to say, okay, this team's playing well. What are we going to do to get our season going? And I think that's where Michigan State is. So from a preparation standpoint, you can't let your guard down and be sloppy in your practice habits getting ready for the week. So that's our job as coaches, is to make sure we stay sharp.
And today was the start of an end of an era for the Brewers. Crews took down one of the Miller Park signs along I-94 this afternoon and replaced Miller Park with Milwaukee's new logo, American Family Field. For at least the next 15 years, remember, the home of the Brew Crew will be called American Family Field instead of Miller Park. That's a change that's going to take a little time to get used to. And Charlotte, I'm wondering what they're going to do with the big Miller Park logo. Maybe we could bring it back here and hang it up in the sports office.
That would be nice, but J.J. Watt apparently said that he would take
he
it.
called dibs?
Yeah, but
okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe we can thumb wrestle him for it.
Big change there. Let's go to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
It'd be nice to see baseball in person, that's for sure. But we got to get rid of the cold weather first. We have alert days in the forecast for late Saturday afternoon through Saturday night and Sunday for the potential for accumulating snow. Computer model forecast about a 2 to 5 inch snowfall from north to south right now. This is through Sunday. Temperatures right now are in the lower to middle teens. They're going to continue to fall. Wind chills right now not too much of a factor because the breezes are light. Look for a low below 0, about 2 below in Madison. High tomorrow of 18, and then some more snow for the weekend and later next week.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.